over. He's at C&J Sporting Goods. It's almost 60 degrees coming up. Stand by for Luke at C&J Sporting Goods.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that is go time. Well, we welcome you back here on the Gospel Station Sports and Talk. As you just heard, this is Luke Young live from C&J Sporting Goods on this episode of the Game Plan. We've been running around downtown Bethany all day long already, stopping by local businesses, celebrating the holiday season with the great people here in Bethany, Oklahoma. And C&J Sporting Goods is another on the long list of great people running local Oklahoma businesses that you're going to want to stop by this holiday season. So, while I was getting set up, I took a chance to look around the store and found out a little bit about what's going on. So, right on the front of the door, one of the big things I wanted to promote here is 50% off all short items. There you go. So, it's never too early to plan ahead for the summer, in my opinion, and we're going to have a green Christmas this year. So, shorts might be in season this December. So, stop by C&J Sporting Goods and you can find yourself a nice deal on a pair of shorts. Again, that's 50% off. 6604 Northwest 38th Street is the address of the store. And again, we've been here many, many times. You all know C&J Sporting Goods by now. If you don't, well, welcome to one of the best stores in the area. So on this episode of the Game Plan, we're going live for an hour. We're going just past 12 p.m., and then we're going to go get some lunch before we hit back with some more local businesses. I've got a string coming off of my arm here. I don't know what this is. You can see all this on the Facebook, on the Gospel Station Sports and Talk Facebook page. This thing just keeps coming. Is this coming off of my sleeve underneath my jacket here? Yeah, I think it is. Well, that's not good. So while I pull this off, I'll tell you a little bit more about C&J Sporting Goods. So again, 405-789-8102, the number to call. They're going to be open Christmas Eve and the day after, I believe. I know they're going to be closed on Christmas Day. You might keep an eye and an ear out for the holiday hours revolving around Christmas Eve. We don't know that for sure, but for sure closed on Christmas Day, for sure open the day after. So they're getting right back into the business, serving you here in the local Bethany area with all the best items, safety gear, camping gear, hunting equipment. They've got law enforcement gear. Obviously, the firearms are a big part of C&J Sporting Goods here. A bunch of different models and tactical knives, collectibles, again, clothing. You can see a little bit of the store behind me here. I'm kind of back towards the front with my good buddy Wire Reindeer here. Yeah, it's reindeer. Or wild. We're going to call it an reindeer. A reindeer? It's probably a moose, but you know what? We're good. We're good. But you can see some clothing items. There are backpacks behind me here. In this bucket are a bunch of things like shovels. And you can see to the right a little bit down there, there is a sale on MREs, 25% off on MREs here at C&J Sporting Goods. Another great reason to stop by the store. Thank you so much, by the way, to both C&J Sporting Goods and Daniel back in the studio for getting us through this early part of the morning. I'm taking over from here on out. So 4 segments. This is going to distract me. You can see this again on Facebook. These little bits of thread that just came off my sleeve. This is going to distract me all show long. I got to put this down somewhere. Out of sight, out of mind, right? It's going over there. But we'll be talking all the recent in sports, so you know that means we've unfortunately got to talk NCAA football, much to the chagrin of OU fans like myself. But we'll talk about some of the pro stuff coming up as well, and a lot of what happened on the high school level last night. So thank you for joining us. Let's go ahead and get into it. Honestly, I say we just start with college football and get it out of the way. So we've had bowl games, but first round of the playoffs is the big thing. There's no getting around it, man. There's no getting around it. So Miami and Texas A&M are live right now on ABC and ESPN, and I'll be keeping up with that one. But last night, Oklahoma did host Alabama in the first round of the college football playoffs. After going up 17-0 in the first quarter, they were tied 17-17 at half, and then OU could only score one touchdown after that as Alabama won by 10, 34-24. There's a lot I want to say, but I don't know what I should say, to be honest with you folks. As an OU fan myself, this one is tough to watch. Over 5 in college football playoff appearances. I think the stat is tied with Georgia for the most appearances, tied with Alabama for the most losses. Mateer had 307 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, and interception. Simpson, 232, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Very few rushing yards. Again, this game, most of it came through the air. But I just, I don't know what to say about it. I really don't. It was a collapse like you've never seen before. I mean, I've never seen a team collapse so completely in a second half of football play. I mean, they had my hopes up. They had my hopes up once we went up 17-0, and then okay, Alabama fights back. Sure, it's the Crimson Tide. We expect them to play good in the playoffs, but I thought, coming back in the third, we'd get back to it. We showcased what our offense should have been all year long. I was wondering where that offense was all year. But then we got shut out in the third. They went 10-0 on us. And then we scored again in the fourth, but it was too little too late because they got another. The interception was bad, but I looked at that and watching it live, looking at the replay, it's just a miscommunication between quarterback and wide receiver. Nothing else to it, just plain old. They weren't on the same page, and it resulted in an interception. So this is. Can you tell the pain I've been talking about this? Can you tell? Is it obvious? Because it's not just me. It's all Oklahoma fans in the area. We watched this game, and everybody I've talked to since was just like, man, we don't even want to talk about it. We don't. Why would we even want to talk about it at this point? It was so rough. But I look at this and I say, well, great. So OU really needed to win that game because now the precedent is out the window for college football playoffs. Now anybody that wants to get in can get in as long as the committee deems them worthy enough. So Alabama just proved that a 3-loss team can make the playoffs, no issues. Committee can put in whoever they want whenever they want, and there's no longer any argument against them. Notre Dame, don't play anybody, too bad. They're in. They've got a guarantee now. Alabama just proved that someone who doesn't have, took an unranked loss, who took a couple of ranked losses, they just proved that they can beat a good ranked team in the playoffs. So who's to say Notre Dame can't? So, hey, next year, Notre Dame's in. Sorry about it, but Oklahoma should have beat Alabama this year. They didn't want them in. I don't even think freezing Notre Dame out of any schedules is going to help at this point. Hey, BYU, you got left out of the playoffs, 11-1 record, whatever it was. You had a really good season. Too bad. Committee says Alabama should get in. Alabama wins the first round. Sucks, BYU. You're out. Tough luck. Welcome to the college football playoffs. Oklahoma literally had the hopes and the prayers of an entire nation on our backs last night with all the advantages possible, and we blew it. So that's where my worry comes from. My worry, I mean, I don't care about any of the talk, Brent Venables. I don't care any of the talk about Mateer or Arbuckle or what all's going on there. My worry is for the greater college football scene, what this means for the playoffs going forward, because everybody's already complaining that, hey, bowl games don't mean anything to anybody anymore. And now we can't even rely on the college football playoffs to have a fair, accurate ranking because Alabama just proved that, hey, whoever the committee wants in, they're going to get in. And they're probably going to win the first round now. So this is bad for college football. I'm just going to say it outright. It is bad for college football that Alabama won that game. And I am very worried to hear what that's going to mean for future seasons. I think personally that I am going to retire from speaking on the college football playoffs going forward. Now, you know what? I don't care. They can do whatever they want with whoever they want. It doesn't matter to me anymore. I give up. I give up on it. There's no point talking about it anymore. There's no arguments to be made anymore against the committee unless the one argument you have left is, hey, they don't watch the games. That's the one argument that's left. Now, strength of record doesn't matter. Strength of schedule doesn't matter. Amount of losses, amount of wins versus ranked, unranked doesn't matter. OU let down the entire country, unfortunately. But can't say we're not used to it. Unfortunate as it is. But that's why I wanted to start with this, just to get the worst of it out of the way already. A lot of people are, again, very down on Mateer. Some are probably pretty down on Arbuckle. Some are maybe even down on the head coach himself, Brent Venables, although I disagree with that. But there's just no excusing Oklahoma's performance in the playoffs, man. I don't know how else to say it. You just can't perform like this. 0 for 5 in the college football playoffs. We've had so many good teams with so many good players, and we just can't get it done. It must be a Texas-Oklahoma thing. I don't know. Cowboys, Sooners. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. But speaking on the live game right now, it's again the Miami Hurricanes and the A&M Aggies. The Miami 10-2, A&M 11-1. They're in the first. 6:27 left in the first. Right now, not looking like a very high offense game at all. I'm seeing 14 rushing yards for Reed, 7 for Fletcher Jr. I'm seeing 13 for Reed again. Marcel Reed leading in both categories and 6 passing yards for Carson Beck. So they're not really getting much going in the way of offense here in our playoff football game today. But that could change in a moment's notice. So I've got it up on my screen to my right. I'll be keeping live tabs on it, and I'll update you if something happens. But we'll call that done with segment number 1. We're going to be here right past noon on this stop on the game plan. We've been live with the Main Street of America all day long, and we're still going to hit up some local businesses, so stay with us. We're at C&J Sporting Goods right now, 6604 Northwest 38th Street in Bethany. Call 405-789-8102. Open 10 to 5. Closed on Christmas Day, but they're going to be open all around it, so you'll have plenty of time to stop by and get yourself a last-minute Christmas gift or something for yourself after something you didn't get. Headgear, gloves, backpacks, vests, jackets, and everything in between. They've got all the clothing you can want, not to mention, of course, the firearms, the knives, the ammunition, the accessories. They've got good stuff for belts. They've got good stuff, again, for those vests, headwear, helmets, sunglasses. I've gotten binoculars from here before. They'll help you out with everything. Thanks so much to C&J Sporting Goods. When we come back, we'll talk probably high school, and then we'll get into some pro stuff on segment number 3, and then we'll talk about whatever pops up on my devices in segment number 4. Oh, excuse me, folks. I had some peanut brittle earlier today, and it's still fighting me. We'll be back after this. Don't go anywhere. Segment number 1 of the game plan over with. Segment number 2 coming at you soon.
At the home of the Gotta Have It, you'll find Apple Tree Antique Gallery, located in the heart of downtown Bethany at 6740 Northwest 39th Expressway. Enjoy spacious shopping with up to 77 unique vendors across more than 10,000 square feet, offering everything from jewelry and clothing to one-of-a-kind treasures and so much more. Don't miss our third Friday weekend specials every month. And yes, we're open Sundays. Call us at 495-0602. Apple Tree Antique Gallery in Bethany, home of the Gotta Have It.
This is Blake Nightingale State Farm, your local insurance agent over at 7304 Northwest Expressway. Here to tell you more about the business is Blake himself.
Hi, my name is Blake Nightingale, State Farm insurance agent located at 7304 Northwest Expressway here in Oklahoma City. I've been a State Farm agent since 2018. We've got 5 licensed staff members here, and we do everything from auto, home, life insurance, and health insurance. And we're real passionate about helping people. And we love youth sports, and we sponsor a lot of local teams here. And so, like I always tell people, like a good neighbor, we're here to help you.
Just like you heard from Blake, Blake Nightingale State Farm is here to help you protect what's important to you, because your car and home aren't just things. They're where you make your memories. Visit Blake and his friendly staff at 7304 Northwest Expressway and call them at 405-728-1313. Like a good neighbor, Blake Nightingale is there.
C&J Sporting Goods at 6604 Northwest 38th Street has been serving Bethany and the Metro for over 30 years, with 3 generations ready to serve you with the best shopping experience of product knowledge and customer service anywhere, with a wide selection of guns, ammo, ear and eye protection, law enforcement equipment, hunting, camping, and survival gear. If they don't have it, they will order it for you. Veteran owned and family operated. Call 405-789-8102. C&J Sporting Goods.
C&A Training Academy, 7463 Northwest 23rd Street. Mary Chikwuma offers affordable, useful, and flexible classes every day that will teach you the foundations of medical care. Mary Chikwuma has been teaching her class for 18 years and is eager to teach you. Understand vital signs, train for and be hired as a PCA, and learn about caring for patients in nursing homes, hospitals, assisted living situations, and more at C&A Training Academy. Call 405-315-1357 and ask about financial qualifications. C&A Training Academy is open to all ages and has classes on the weekend and in the evenings as well. Call C&A now, 405-315-1357, and join classes of people learning about nursing and inspiring each other daily. Okay, folks, that welcomes us back here on segment number 2. Stay with us. We've got a little bit of a weird setup here today. I'm running 2 different sets of commercials, but we're all right. We're all right for sure. So coming back here, C&J Sporting Goods, 6604 Northwest 38th Street in Bethany, Oklahoma, one of the great places we have stopped by many times before. And we're happy to be back here. There are super friendly people here. It's always a great get-together spot for a lot of the people here in Bethany. There's pretty much always like 6 or so people just hanging out here, just having a good time. It's the best part of the store, in my opinion, is that community, that friendship that they have here. But if you're coming here to shop, look for all the different accessories they have. Knives and holsters. They've been doing the toy drive, which I heard went extremely well. And we're not done with the holiday cheer yet because they've got the 24 Days of Christmas giveaway that will wrap up here shortly. So you still have time. Drop by, check out the giveaway box. You can submit your name, phone, and email and enter for the running for a prize from C&J Sporting Goods. And it's awesome stuff. Thank you so much to C&J Sporting Goods for doing that with us as we do the 24 Days of Christmas, do this big production program, promotion. What's another good P word that we've been doing on? It's been a lot of fun, and we're happy to do it. We're happy that they've joined us for it. Here on segment number 2, let's talk a little bit about the high school basketball that's been happening. So we were at Harding Charter Preparatory High School over in the north side of Oklahoma City last night. We got those games started at 3:30 p.m. They wrapped up just before kickoff of the OU football game. Both Bethany boys and girls playing in that one. Bethany girls won, get this, 98 to 13. 98 to 13. You're hearing that right. Absolute, and that's without Reese Harris and Cameron Regier, by the way. They absolutely dominated in that game. I thought they were going to hit 100. They didn't quite get there, unfortunately, but it was still the right way to end out the 2025 winter semester, in my opinion. Now, I didn't think they were going to go for 100. Don't get me wrong. Most people never go for 100. They got close. They hit like a layup to put them up 298 with like 2 minutes left. They could have done it if they wanted to. There was that school from Nevada that beat a team 101 to like 5 recently. So I thought after seeing that they might go for 100, but they didn't end up doing it, unfortunately. But now we're on our big break. So we come back next in January 6th at home versus Blanchard before we have the Holbert tournament. We head back out. So we've got a nice Christmas break, winter break. Everybody's going to get to step away from the sport for a little bit and spend time with family, friends, enjoy the holiday season as we are here. And I think this is coming at, the right time for them. I think this is the perfect time to take a break for this squad as they have put together, again, a good start to the season, 6-2. Their only losses have been Woodward and Kingfisher, which are both two tough 4A teams. But on the upcoming schedule for women's, they've got Blanchard, they've got number 16 Tuttle currently, Clinton down the road, Elk City, who's number 14, Anadarko, who's number 6 in 3A, Weatherford, who's number 15 in 4A, and that's way down the year. That's in February, but they will have many more ranked opponents on the schedules. And Bethany's still ranked fairly highly themselves, currently number 8 in Class 4A as of 5 days ago. The newest rankings haven't come out yet. But that Kingfisher game set them back a little bit, but they're going to have a chance to separate themselves from the bottom of the pack there against Tuttle, against Elk City, against Weatherford. Those are 3 games they're going to highlight. They're going to circle on the calendar and mark those as games to look forward to. On the boys' side, Bethany basketball did win again. This time they took down Harding Charter Prep by a final much closer of 73-59. Or no, excuse me, that was Southwest Covenant. It's not noted. Oh, that's too bad. Let me see if I can remember. The final from that one should have been, wonder if I have. Aha, there it is, 68-52. Look at that. The magic of production. 68-52, you can see it above me on our Facebook Live video, the final from that one. Again, closer, 16 points, but still a handily won game for the Bethany Broncos. They did that without Breck Brady on the floor for big minutes there. They went to a different lineup, mostly guards, but they would play Sidness. They would play Den Jaggers down by the baseline to fill that gap. It was interesting seeing the offense take a different form and still having to deal with, honestly, a very tough Harding Charter perimeter defense. But they got through it just fine. Spoke to I think I spoke to Griffin Tarrant. Yeah, that's who it was after the game. I spoke to Tarrant, and I asked him a little bit about it. And he said, man, they were leaving the middle of the floor open. They just had to kind of adapt to it, communicate better, knowing that the offense was going to run mostly around the perimeter. The passes were very, very important for their offensive game, and it ended up working very well for the Broncos. So happy that they got that win. Again, they also end the season on the right foot, getting that win. Bethany now 7-2 on the boys' side before we come back for Blanchard. And that's going to be a big game for Bethany right out of break because Blanchard currently sits at number 7 in Class 4A. They have one vote to be the top team. They just came off of a 47-38 win against Purcell. Blanchard, Weatherford, we've seen Crossings. We've seen, we're going to see North Rock Creek, I believe. We've beat Mount St. Mary's. There are some good teams up here that Bethany is right in contention with. And yeah, Anadarko again at the bottom of the year. Weatherford, Ardmore is ranked. Blanchard is ranked. Tuttle has a potential to be ranked. Southwest Covenant was number 5 in Class A, and we beat them in a really, really, really good game. So Bethany men's basketball has set themselves up for success through the first part of the season. I think Bethany men's has a very high ceiling. They have the potential to go a long way, but we'll see how it ends up later in the year. Not that I'm counting them out by any means. I am just waiting to see how it all plays out. I mean, come on, we just got done with this OU game. Are we really gonna get our hopes up before the final whistle is blown? Not for me. Not for me. I have a lot of faith in the guys. Again, I think they're going to do very well. But as long as there's time on the board, I always say anything can happen. As long as there's an out left to play, as long as there's a minute left, there's time on the clock, anything can happen. You never know. But again, I think it bodes well for them. As we get into half number 2 of the show, we're going to talk some more pro sports coming back. By the way, did you see they brought 50 Cent out in the third quarter, I think it was, for that OU game? And he was going with many men. Performed that. Obviously, the theme for OU has been hard to kill this year, which was pretty accurate for a lot of the games, but I think at the end of the day, it kind of masked some underlying issues with Oklahoma's style of play, offensively especially, which they'll have a chance to fix that next year. Say Mateer stays, say Arbuckle stays. We're going to have one more year of at least Mateer. I still think the guy has some pretty good talent, right? He's got his issues, got stuff he has to work on, but the guy has talent. I still think, well, here's what I'll say. I think it was still a mistake to play him versus Texas. I think that is where anything that went wrong in the season went wrong, was that game against Texas. In the game against Alabama, the pass to Xavier Robinson that he dropped right before the screwed up punt, that was the turning point. That was the swing turn, if you will. That's where all the momentum went the other way. Could Mateer have ran it? Absolutely. Absolutely he could have. But you got to look at that and see what he's seeing. He's got one-on-one, 30 yards downfield, whatever it was. If that pass is completed, they're at the 20, right in the red zone, about to score another touchdown or at least get points out of it. He's got his trustworthy running back, Robinson, out there, I think it was, if I'm remembering correctly again. He's got a trustworthy guy out there, one-on-one matchup. He's got his guy beat, heading the same way Mateer is heading. And by the way, John Mateer put it perfectly out in front of him, literally right there, right for the catch. Robinson just didn't come down with it. I mean, I can't blame Mateer for that. I mean, how could you? He put the ball exactly where it needed to be. You can say, yeah, he could have run it, secured the first down. Sure, you're right. Absolutely, he could have. But he took that shot knowing that the reward was greater. And I think, obviously if Oklahoma gets that extra touchdown, it's a completely different game. Then they're up, 24-0 in the second. And then if Alabama scores 3, it's not tied. OU still has the lead. Then the end of this game is a lot different. But whatever you think about it, I personally don't want to blame him, but I understand both sides of the argument. It's tough. It's rough. Xavier Robinson had 3 carries for only 4 yards. That was, I believe, his one target. He at least had one reception. I don't know how many targets he had. But Blaylock, he had 11 carries for 36 yards. Again, Mateer had 19 carries for 15 yards. Just not a good running game for any of them. And that, if you're an Alabama fan, I know we've kind of circled back to college here, but if you're an Alabama fan, I'm sorry, you're not winning round two. I'm sorry. There's no chance. You stand no chance against Indiana, not with that run game. I mean, look, good win for you. Don't get me wrong. Great job knocking off OU in Norman, but yeah, you're not beating Indiana. Not any chance. There's no chance with that run game they put up with the defense they have. No chance they're beating Indiana. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's my official prediction. There's absolutely no way they are getting that win. Alabama's run ends in round two. But that's what I'll say about that. All right, we're back here. So again, the live game happening right now is Miami at A&M. Currently still scoreless towards the end of the first. Looks like Mr. Marcel Reed has picked up 40 passing yards now. A&M moving away from their end zone, but running out of time here in the first. They'll head to the second quarter soon. Still scoreless after the end of one. Looking to be a much different game than this OU Alabama game we caught last time. But we're live from C&J Sporting Goods here at the halfway point of our show, 6604 Northwest 38th Street in Bethany. Go to cnjsportinggoods.com to browse the website. Again, they're open 10 to 5 pretty much every day. 405-789-8102, again, the number to call. Monday through Friday, here you go, 10 to 6, Monday through Friday, 10 to 5 on Saturday, closed on Sundays. They're going to be closed on Christmas Day, but open around the holiday, so you'll have plenty of time to stop by. All right, folks, well, we head back to break. Again, this is the Game Plan. Thank you so much for tuning in on the Gospel Station Sports and Talk, and that's on Facebook and thegospelstation.com, scroll Sports and Talk. Very much appreciate it. We'll be back right after this.
Step up to the next level at Coyote Pond, home of the $20 FFL transfer. Coyote Pond at 5804 Northwest 63rd and MacArthur makes the difference in customer service with a selection of just about everything with top dollar loans and rock bottom prices. Locally owned and operated, Coyote Pond is the destination headquarters for Bethany, Yukon, and Oklahoma City, and the home of the $20 FFL transfers. Call 405-470-7999 or go to coyotepond.com. That's 405-470-7999 and coyotepond.com.
Do it best at Evans Hardware. Since 1965, Evans Hardware has provided Midwest City with top-quality home improvement supplies and a one-of-a-kind shopping experience. At 1021 South Douglas Boulevard, Evans Hardware is family-owned and has the right products for every situation, including DIY projects, professional contracting, or quick fixes. Their satisfaction guarantee and quick turnarounds mean you'll always find what you need. So visit Evans Hardware in Midwest City.
Or call 405-732-1898. That's 405-732-1898.
Evans Hardware in Midwest City.
We are Integrity Heating, Air, and Plumbing, in business for over 40 years. We've provided top-notch service for every company and residential home in the area. Let's take a look inside and let you meet some people.
Hey, Blaine. Good morning. Here we have a part of our call center. This is Tina. That's Gabby. That's our general manager, BJ. Our office hours are from 7:30 to 7:30, Monday through Friday, and we do heating and air conditioning, plumbing, and electrical. Give us a call. We always have specials. Our number one priority is your family, constant comfort, and convenience. We offer 24-hour service.
And in order for us to do that, we fully stock everything here at our warehouse, whether it's commercial or residential. We offer plumbing, heating and air, and electrical full services. All of our guys are licensed, we're bonded and insured.
Here at Integrity, we offer senior discounts, military discounts, and public service discounts.
You worked hard for us, so let us work hard for you.
Yeah, go Broncos.
Okay, that brings us back here for segment number 3. So thank you for tuning in to the show here on Facebook and thegospelstation.com. It's been a fun one again. Man, segment number 3, we're going to start moving into some pro stuff. Man, it's a good Sunday out here, man. Super warm. I know I'm out here in sweatpants and a hoodie, but that's because it's comfortable. 60 degrees outside. Happy birthday to my friend Tori back home. Shout out to her turning 23, I believe. Make sure I'm not crazy. I believe that's right, but only a few months younger than me. But 61 degrees outside right here. Feels like 54. Pretty nice. Again, on Christmas next week, it's going to be super nice as well. I don't know why everybody likes white Christmases. I mean, I get, the environment, the tradition, and it looks good, whatever, but it's too cold. I like the green Christmas. This is what I like. I like it when it's warm. C&J Sporting Goods at 6604 Northwest 38th Street is the venue for the show here today. A lot of friendly people in here at C&J Sporting Goods. Always a good time coming by. 30 more minutes on the show, and then we're wrapped up. We got to get on our way. More places to visit, more people to see, So we'll be getting to them later on the Gospel Station Sports and Talk. But thank you if you tuned in to all the games this week as well. It's always, we can't exaggerate how much that your support means to us. Everything we say is absolutely true. We love seeing the people that come by, leave comments on our stuff, and support the shows and the games. It's really a lot of fun, and we're happy we get to do it. Expect more to be coming on the YouTube later on. We might start, honestly, moving some shows to YouTube as well. We'll see if we can get that worked out and do those live, not just reposts, but could be fun stuff coming. Because C&J Sporting Goods, they're super friendly. They offer drinks and food and snacks if you do stop by that you can pick up as well. So they're great people. They really are. But items like magnifying glasses, can openers, corkscrews, right, and bug spray, like medicine cabinets. I mean, they've got just about everything inside the store right here. So if you need a last-minute gift, stop by C&J Sporting Goods, right in the heart of downtown Bethany. Again, 6604 Northwest 38th. Segment number 3, let's talk some pro stuff. I've been waiting to talk about this for a while. The Team USA World Baseball Classic. We've talked about the DR. Okay, the Dominican Republic is getting some guys, but the USA is getting some guys as well. Get this for the pitching staff. Tarek Skubal, Paul Skeens, Joe Ryan, Nolan McLean, Clay Holmes, Matthew Boyd, along with relieving pitchers like Mason Miller, Griffin Jacks, Garrett Whitlock, Garrett Clevenger, Logan Webb announced he's going to play for Team USA. Like, there are some absolute dudes joining Team USA this year. Last time we played the World Baseball Classic, USA dropped to, I believe it was Japan. That was the Shohei Ohtani, Freddie Freeman matchup, or was it? No, it was Shohei Trout, I believe it was, wasn't it? If I'm remembering correctly. I believe that's what it was. That was that year, either way, back in 2023. So coming back this year, man, I love the World Baseball Classic. This is such a good thing they've done. I don't get injury risk, blah, blah, blah. I hate it. I hate any argument against it. Injury risk, the guys signed up to play baseball. Let them play baseball. I love the World Baseball Classic. Tune in 2026. Please root for Team USA. You will never see an environment quite like it. And you don't have to just watch the United States play. Watch one of the other teams play. Watch Japan play. Watch the DR play. Watch Mexico play in it. They've got Puerto Rico. They play in it. They have got some of the best fans I have ever seen at a baseball event, and that's not a joke. I'm loving the World Baseball Classic so far. And because it makes those storylines, man, you couldn't have written it any better. That would have been Shohei and Mike Trout in that game. You couldn't have written it any better. It lends itself so great to the storylines, the big plays, the hype moments. It's one of the most fun things I've ever seen. And the World Baseball Classic staff for the USA is just getting better. Just getting better. And that is a scary thought for anybody matching up against them in 2026. The Arizona Diamondbacks have signed Merrill Kelly to a 2-year, $40 million deal. So Kelly coming from the Rangers. We knew the Rangers were going to be sellers this offseason. They just sent another piece away. Corey Seager, I believe, is in trade talk still. He's kind of a name that's been thrown around. I haven't heard any recent news on him, but I wouldn't be surprised if that deal gets done before long. But Kelly, just the next one out. Looking through my notes here, I've got another one for you. This is back to college football, but Missouri quarterback Bo Pribula has informed the program he intends to enter the transfer portal, and he opted out of playing in the Gator Bowl. Pribula passed for almost 2,000 yards, 11 touchdowns, and 9 interceptions for the Tigers. But here you see another example of the bowl games not meaning anything anymore, which is bad, man. It's bad. Master Chief handed out a trophy in a bowl game last night, and the Pop-Tart Bowl happened at the same time, and we're just glossing over them, man. I'm telling you, bowl games are awesome. It is kind of sad that the game has become college football playoffs or bust. There is a lot of things going on in these bowl games that are worth talking about. The Xbox Bowl was Missouri State and Arkansas State. Arkansas State won 34-28. It was really fun. Watching the highlights for that one was a really fun game. Looking at where was Was it on 16? No, it couldn't be at 16. I don't remember when the Pop-Tart. Is the Pop-Tart Bowl playing today? Did I have that wrong? Homepage. Playoffs, first round. Potato Bowl, New Orleans Bowl. Looking through. Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay, I found it. No, it's on the 27th. Oh, they haven't played that yet. That's Georgia Tech, BYU. Okay. I understand. I was a little bit off. The Pop-Tart Bowl is still coming up. It's still a ways out. But they just did the uniform reveal, and that's what I saw. Sorry, I didn't get a chance to check before doing the show. They have new helmets with stripes and sprinkles on them, and the sprinkles go in between like the racing stripes on the helmet, which it's honestly pretty cool. I'm kind of hyped for that bowl game. Plus, it's a chance for BYU to go out there, dominate a bowl game, and say, hey, you should have put us in the playoffs, even though that argument won't mean anything because Alabama won. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not upset at all. Not in the slightest. I'm very upset. It's fine. I'm just going to keep saying it's fine till it's fine. Marcel Reed now has 100 passing yards in the A&M Miami game. Still scoreless in the second, now with 12:24 left to go, but A&M is in the red zone. They are nearing the end zone again tonight, so we could see A&M scoring here. They just threw an incompletion right there, so it'll be, looks like 3rd down and 9 from the Miami 10. Looks like first down is on the exact first down line, so still a chance to get a fresh set, but it looks like they're taking shots at the end zone. We'll see if they score here. But at noon, we're going to go back to break, and then we've got one more segment where we'll talk about some more breaking news and stuff as it pops up. Some more odd things here and there. So stick with us. This is the Game Plan with Luke Young at C&J Sporting Goods, 6604 Northwest 38th Street. Thank you to everybody that's tuned in. I'm doing the show alone today. Usually I have Mike or a guest with me, but today's just me. Hope you're enjoying nonetheless. C&J Sporting Goods can also help you repair stuff. Like if you bring a firearm to them, you need it serviced, they can help you with that as well. They do offer that service. So lots of great reasons to stop by, and not just because they're friendly people, but that's always a bonus. We're going back to break. When we come back, more from the Game Plan, final segment.
Now open at 5801 West Britain Road. It's Himador Mexican Grill. Order at Himador Mexican Grill and be treated to a spacious dining area, friendly staff, and delicious Mexican dishes. Fajitas, quesadillas, seafood, vegetarian meals, they've got it all at Himador Mexican Grill, 5801 West Britain Road. With different lunch and dinner specials every day and great prices, Himador Mexican Grill is the place to be. They open at 11 a.m. every day and come by starting August 30th to get some drinks at the brand new bar. The people love Himador Mexican Grill, and you will too. Call 405-367-7274 or email himadorgrill5801@gmail.com to reserve your table. Himador Mexican Grill is eager to serve you. 5801 West Britain Road, and call 405-367-7274.
John Campbell is your local health market agent that specializes in Medicare. Instead of talking through an 800 number, talk face-to-face with your local agent, John Campbell, to answer all your questions and find the company that best fits your needs. John Campbell Health Market serves Yukon, Bethany, and the surrounding area and will travel across the state of Oklahoma to meet with you. Call John Campbell Health Markets at 405-200-8414. Call 405-200-8414.
Lilygrass Flowers and Decor is rooted in rich history dating back to 1979 in the precious memory of Flowers by Roy. Alicia Rankins and staff have carried the commitment to only offer the finest, unique floral arrangements with same-day delivery locally and nationally. What you envision, we make reality at Lilygrass Flowers and Decor, 7101 Northwest Expressway. Call Lilygrass Flowers and Decor at 721-1813 and begin a new memory.
Polished is total grooming at 836 Garth Brooks in Yukon with 28 years combined experience, including airbrush design, nail caps on dogs and cats, as well as the Bri Bar and pet photography. It's a dog and cat day out at Polish, and ask about the month's membership that includes a free weekly bathing and 50% off pet grooming. Go to polishgrooming.com or call 405-494-8409. Keep your fur baby happy with expert affordable pet grooming at Polish in Yukon.
Looking for fast cash without the hassle? At Red River Credit in Oklahoma City, they've got you covered. They offer auto-secured loans up to $3,660, and the best part, no credit check. Need something different? They also provide traditional installment signature loans with a credit check. Whether you need quick cash or a long-term solution, they're here to help. Enjoy cash-friendly service with easy access online at redrivercredit.com. You can apply in person at 4571 Northwest 23rd Street, Suite A in Oklahoma City. Call 405-440-0582.
Okay, that brings us back for the final segment here on the Game Plan. 15 more minutes just at noon Central Time. Hope everybody's having a great day. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Thank you for tuning in. We're at 6604 Northwest 38th Street at C&J Sporting Goods, hanging out in the store, doing the sports show. You can see a little bit of the store behind me. I'm kind of in my own corner here, but backpacks and clothing and my good buddy White Reindeer here. Sale on MREs, 25% off. If you stop by the store, 50% sale on all shorts. So you can stop by that as well. We are going to have Green Christmas this year. Shorts will be in season. But a little bit behind me, some backpacks back there. You can see them on this side, kind of behind me here. Shovels, things like that. There's a sale on these as well. $13.99, large shovels. Great stuff there. But they just got done doing the toy drive. They're still doing the 24 days of Christmas. So you still do have time to stop by, get in on that giveaway, and earn something, win something here from the store. They've got a box set up on the counter. I can see it from where I'm sitting. Stop by, just leave your name, number, email on a slip of paper, put it right through, and you'll enter to win a drawing that will be announced likely on Facebook. So stay tuned for that. Keep an ear out for that and all that good stuff. Looking at this Miami-Texas A&M game, it looks like A&M didn't score. Yeah, it looks like they didn't score. They got it all the way down to the 10. I don't know if no good field goal. Oh man, so OU had 2 missed field goals from Sandell yesterday, and now A&M missing field goals themselves. It's still a 0-0 game. This is still anybody's ball game. 50% chance for both teams to win, according to ESPN. Okay. Got yourself a good playoff game right there. Now, I don't have a horse in that race, unlike that Oklahoma game, so I couldn't care less who wins that one. But that being said, who do I want anybody to win? Who wins this? Is it good if Miami wins? Is it good if A&M wins? I don't really know. I don't really know if there's like a good. See, that Alabama OU game, it would have been a good thing if OU won. It was a bad thing for Alabama to win. That's set in stone. This game, Miami A&M, I don't really know. Okay, but here, final segment. Getting back into sports talk. So we talked about MLB, we've talked about CFP. Let's talk a little bit about NFL. The Colts have opened the 21-day practice window for quarterback Anthony Richardson. Their head coach says Richardson still has some vision limitations, so he's not perfect yet, not back to 100%, but his practice window has been open. Now, Phillip Rivers is going to be starting week 2 most likely for the Colts. I was listening to a response from them, and they asked the Colts, some of the guys in the locker room, about Phillip Rivers coming back the way they were leading. They said, man, that guy manages the game like nothing they'd ever seen. He was in control on the field. He's in control in the locker room. The coaches are inspired by him. The players are inspired by him. And although the Colts did lose their last game, man, it was honestly a pretty good showing. Phillip Rivers didn't do too bad. They nearly knocked off Seattle, who's an 11-win team. Rivers had 120 yards and a touchdown and I believe an interception. Taylor, 87 yards on the ground. Couldn't find the end zone, but that's all right. It happens. But I'm just saying, man. I mean, you kind of look at this Colts team after all they've suffered this year, after all they've went through. Indianapolis, Indiana, they're cursed. But they're still fighting back, right? They're still in the hunt. So we'll see what happens. Their next game is against the 49ers. Then they've got the Jags, which the Jags are a good team too. 49ers on Monday Night Football. San Francisco 10-4. They are the favorites there, so it'll be another uphill battle for the Colts. But if anyone can do it, I believe in Phillip Rivers. I believe. Okay, here's a fun one. So I want you to listen to this. This is Kirk Cousins breaking down the way he progresses through coverage. I'm going to play it into the mic here.
Conversation about progression versus coverage reads and all that.
No, but I'd love to get into it. I can get on this soapbox if you want me to. Like, I can get on this. Because I lived the transfer. I lived the jump.
Right.
So I came into the league, even at Michigan State, it was you see coverage and you pick a side and you basically take 5 eligibles down to 2, down to your check down. And so you cut the field in half, and it was I got single high, I'm going, outside the red line to inside to my back. And you're really only thinking about 3 eligibles because the other 2 over here were meant for split safety, and I got single high. And so it kind of protected you. And then sometimes you would alert that other side if you got pressure. So you'd be like, I'm working this route versus split safety or pressure. If I get single high, no pressure, then I got to work the other side. So that was everything was, single high, split safety, pressure, quarters, off, bump, man zone, all these things. But what happened was defenses got so good at disguising it that I would be so stressed going into games going, the whole game plan is built on, is it single high or split safety? And I can't see if it's single high or split safety. Like, these defenses are just making it muddy until I'm 3 steps into my drop. So coaches started to realize, like, if we ask the quarterback to do that, it's going to be really hard because defenses know that's the game we're playing. They're not going to let us play it. So then it started to become, let's just give you pure progressions, and let's just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then, that has its pros and cons. I remember when Kevin O'Connell was bringing a lot of pure progression reads back to him with me from L.A. back to Minnesota. It was like, whoa, like, I got to get back to the dagger backside after already exhausting this progression. Like, that's a lot. I mean, in my mind, like, I'm used to kind of simplifying it and cutting the field in half. So, had to kind of work through that and get to where that was more natural. And then there's a lot of positives of it, too, where you're not stressing as much during the week about what if I can't see coverage, because you say, well, it's okay, I don't have to see coverage. Seeing it can be a benefit, but it's more after the snap, where are they going, and I can just kind of progress through. But there's no doubt with the way the pass rush is, if you truly try to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you're going to get sack fumbled a lot. So there's still a level of, it's pure progression, but, like, I got to rule him out pretty quick here so I can get to the backside because that guy's coming around the hump quick.
Dude, there's one thing I love is listening to pros break down the way the game is played. So that's Kirk Cousins, Atlanta Falcons quarterback right now, talking about going through progressions, getting his reads downfield in the face of coverages. One high shell has been a extremely popular defensive coverage run in the NFL recently. It's given a lot of heavy passing teams fits. It's so interesting to see him break down the difference in the progression he used to use versus the progression he uses now. Earlier in his career, he's diagnosing defenses, really trying to be that surgical, pick them apart, kind of like you hear the quarterbacks of legend. But recently, and this is across the game, it's not just Cousins, it's been that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 progression like he talked about. You've got the primary route that is the main route you're looking for on any given play. And then you've got through your 1, 2, 3, 4 receiver, and then you've got the check down with the running back, whatever's happening there as your kind of last option. So when you see a quarterback go to the check down, now you understand that, okay, they have worked through the progression. There is nothing else. There's nothing else open downfield, and that's why they're going to the check down. And what they said, man, they got to roll that out fast. You think with a guy like Micah Parsons before injury coming at you around the edge pass rushing, you're going to have time to really stand in the pocket and really let a play develop? No, you got to be quick. You got to be extremely quick. And it's difficult. It's difficult, but it's interesting to see how he breaks that down, how he discusses it. And I love every time a video like that pops up, I'm going to watch it. The WNBPA announced Thursday that its members have voted overwhelmingly to authorize calling a strike when necessary during the ongoing negotiations between the Players Association and the WNBA on a new collective bargaining agreement. This is not entirely new to sports, to be honest with you. I mean, we've heard this kind of thing before, if we're being honest. When necessary strike means they can just do it whenever they want. They'll just go on a strike whenever they get fed up with it. But we've seen strikes. We've seen the shutdowns in baseball recently, right? It's never a fun thing, and something like this really, it's only the fans. I am of the opinion that when there's a strike, when there's a lockout, it's really only the fans who suffer. The businesses don't really suffer. The players don't really suffer, but the fans do. It sucks, but that's just the state of the league. That's the state of the business. We understand. Anything else we want to talk about here? We might end this show off right here. Thanks again to everybody that has been tuning in. I'm looking for any more breaking news. Oh, yeah, here you go. So I just opened back up Twitter, and I was looking through my saved posts, things to talk about. One guy comes up, Thomas had 3 tackles, no sacks, 0 tackles for loss. And the retweeted post is a picture of Thomas getting held very badly and no call, which, listen, man, we've had Micah Parsons in Dallas for how long, and he never got foul calls and never got the penalty, the holding penalty, and then he goes to Green Bay and still doesn't get the holding penalty, and all of a sudden it's cool to complain about it in Green Bay. It wasn't cool to complain about it in Dallas. When you're the losing team and you complain about something like that, people just see it as excuses. Whether you're right or not, anybody's just going to see it as an excuse. And that was far from the thing that went worse in that game for OU, but it didn't help. OU was healthier, I think. OU, had every advantage in the world, but ultimately there is no excuse. We just blew it. And I know we've circled back to OU again. I don't intend to keep doing it, but that's just how it keeps working out. Unfortunate, but it is. All right, so I think that'll be it. We've got more things to do, so go another 30 minutes. I should be, man. Okay, somehow I got to fill 30 more minutes of time here. Well, that's not good. I don't have anything else to talk about. I kind of ran through all the stuff I was wanting to talk about here. Well, it kind of caught me off guard with that. Now what? Let me pull something up here. We can find something to talk about for sure. We can do like NFL schedule or something. Let's do that. Let's look at NFL schedule. Who do we have playing this week? You can't keep doing that to me, man. You can't keep throwing stuff on me like that. I was not prepared to go an extra 30 minutes at all. At all. The LA Rams and the Seattle Seahawks played last night on Thursday Night Football and went into overtime. Seattle won 38-37. Matthew Stafford had 457 passing yards. Puka Nacua had 225 receiving yards. It was absolutely ridiculous. If you're playing fantasy and you're in the playoffs right now, get this. Nacua, 46.5 points. 46.5 points. That might be one of the highest numbers anybody's hit all season with the basic scoring method, I guess you could say. I'm looking for Stafford's number here, see if anybody has him. I can just do it this way. Let's look up for Stafford, Matthew Stafford. He went out and put up 30.88. There you go. 3 touchdowns, 457 yards, good for over 30 fantasy points. That is not bad at all. Season high passing yardage total. Whew. Wow, impressive. He's ranked apparently number 3 at quarterbacks in fantasy right now, and that makes sense with numbers like that. That's crazy. That's crazy. Philadelphia is at Washington today. That starts at 4 p.m. Green Bay's at Chicago tonight, 7:20. The Sunday matchup sees Buffalo at Cleveland, L.A. at Dallas. That'll be a good game. Cincinnati's at Miami. Tampa Bay's at Carolina. Jacksonville is at Denver. That should be a good game as well. And New England has Baltimore. Monday Night Football is the San Francisco-Indianapolis game that we talked about with Phillip Rivers back under center. There you go. So we've got some fun games coming up. Dallas pretty much out of the playoffs, but they are going to start the starters. Dak is coming back to play. Hey, you'll have to forgive me. I'm saying a lot here, but that's because I really did not have anything else to talk about. I did run through everything I had set up for the show. Let's go through. I might send it to break here. We might go to a break here real quick. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to send it to break. Okay, we'll be back. We'll be back after this. Don't go anywhere. I guess an extra 2 segments coming at you live, even though I don't know what I'm going to talk about, but it's fine. We'll be back. Come visit us at Raspado's Hawaiian Shaved Ice, 4571 Northwest 23rd Street. We're open year-round, 7 days a week, so come try our delicious crepes, smoothies, and churros. Raspado's Hawaiian Shaved Ice, 405-225-1000. We also serve burgers, tacos, and more. 4571 Northwest 23rd Street. Also on Facebook, Raspado's OKC. That's Raspado's OKC, 405-225-1000.
Who's got the sauce? Zaxby's does. Come by Zaxby's Chicken Fingers and Buffalo Wings at 5859 Northwest Expressway and find out why Zaxby's is Oklahoma's go-to for great chicken meals. Zaxby's has the chicken fingers, the sandwiches, the wings, and the sauce that will leave your mouth watering. Now with the all-new lemon pepper line of meals. Late Night Zax introduces the Zappetizer Trio and keeps the drive-thru open after 8 p.m. So use the Zaxby's app to earn rewards, and remember that Zaxby's will cater your event. Head to 5859 Northwest Expressway or call 405-603-8190 to make your Zaxby's order now. 405-603-8190. Zaxby's.
Are you looking for some hair, some virgin hair, some extensions? Well, come to Alchemy Ming Virgin Hair and Boutique. We have moved to 10709 North Rockwell Avenue, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Suite D. Come and see all the styles from your best hairstylist, your favorite hairstylist, the award-winning hairstylist of the year, Jasmine J.G. Garrett Whitson.
From Yonkers, New York to Bethany, using his talent for others and opening Angelo's Italian Deli at 6639 Northwest 36th in Bethany, this genuine Italian flavor is home. Angelo's Italian Deli features the hot bar for lunch, the deli station with sandwiches and pizza. Enjoy our coffee shop and bakery. Experience the atmosphere. Angelo's Italian Deli caters any event. Call 405-384-0637. Open Monday through Friday, 7 to 6, and Saturdays, 7 to 2. Angelo's Italian Deli in Bethany.
Let's all really listen to what politicians say. Does it make sense? For instance, raising tax rates on large corporations. Sounds good. Then we remember, corporations do not pay taxes. They pass tax costs through to their customers. That means a corporate tax increase is a tax increase for everyone who does business with a corporation. That's a tax increase to every one of us. Dwayne McAnally, McAnally Foundation.
When technology has you screaming at the office, call Simplify Tech Solutions at 405-981-1011. Located at 4221 North MacArthur Boulevard, Simplify Tech Solutions features IT management, business phone systems, manages Wi-Fi, and offers repair and support. Simplify your Wi-Fi before the emotional breakdown by calling Simplify Tech Solutions. Locally owned and operated at 405-981-1011. 405-981-1011. Simplify Tech Solutions.
Okay, that'll bring us back here. So we're back on another segment of the game plan, going a little bit longer than I planned to, kind of out of stuff to talk about, but I'm getting some stuff from the side here. So first thing we'll talk about as we come back is, of course, C&J Sporting Goods. I mean, what can I say about them that I haven't said before? But great spot here, local downtown Bethany. They partner with a lot of people, work with a lot of people, and they're a great store to stop by. Just got done with the toy drive, but still doing the 24 Days of Christmas giveaway. So plenty of reasons to come by, get down here. If you collect stuff, they've got collectibles, the miniature model guns, the Go guns. They've got collectible knives as well and things like that. I've got face guards right next to me here, and I've used these before, both at baseball games and, just work. Those are very, very useful. But backpacks behind me, cook in pouch meals over here. Didn't know those were things. Military surplus, police gear over on that side. Plenty of stuff to do here, plenty of stuff to come and shop. This segment, NBA, we're going to talk some of the schedules coming up. So I was talking with my family back home about some of the NBA and what was going on right now. The Thunder have lost another game, and I know people are kind of giving the Thunder crap for that. And I say this, I say this to bring up the point that, listen, the Thunder have lost like 3 games total. And people are saying that they can't beat real contenders again, which, if that's what you're going for after a loss number 3, had 28 games through the season, I think you might be coping just a little bit. Thunder lost 112-107 to Minnesota. Like, great game. We had a bad second quarter, but it was a great game all around. But, yeah, that was loss number 3, loss number 2 on the road, and people are like, oh, OKC's not legit. Okay, the Thunder aren't legit this year. Trust me, I don't think we're going to have to worry about Oklahoma City. I really don't. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 35 points. He went 12 for 26 from the field. Now, the 3-point shooting was what really seemed to get the Thunder. They didn't shoot well from beyond the arc, 28% as a team from three. They were pretty much even, though, with Minnesota in every other stat. It was just the 3-ball that kind of got let down on that one, which it happens sometimes. It does. Box score here, let's look at it. I mentioned Gilgeous-Alexander's point total. He had 35. Next highest was Jalen Williams with 17. And A.J. Mitchell and Chet Holmgren both have 14 on the day. 3-point, again, Lou Dort took 10 threes, only hit 3 of them. Gilgeous had 7, only hit 3 of them. It was just not a great shooting night from beyond the arc all around. Again, that kind of thing happens, right? So if you're a Thunder fan and you're hearing anybody on Twitter or on social media go like, oh, the Thunder aren't real, they're not legit, ignore them. Ignore them. They don't know what they're talking about. Just to be completely honest with you, they don't. I think the Thunder are going to be fine. Again, you gotta remember, in a playoff series, it's a series, not a game. Still scoreless in A&M Miami. 2-minute warning in the second. 0-0 still. Come back today. Some games happening. Dallas is at Philadelphia. Houston is at Denver. Boston is at Toronto. The Lakers play the Clippers. And let's talk about the Clippers for a little bit, man. LA Clippers, what are they doing? Talk about a trash organization. Ugh. If you haven't been keeping up with the LA Clippers news, man, now LA Clippers, I've seen them turn on their organization in a way that is pretty rare. They are really calling out the Clippers for their treatment of Blake Griffin, for their treatment of Chris Paul. And, from what I've seen, if what I've seen is true, man, the Clippers don't want to win. And they don't want to win in a different way than Dallas doesn't want to win, because Dallas doesn't want to win because Jerry Jones is a stubborn old man who won't change, thinks he knows best. The Clippers don't want to win because they don't want to try. They don't want to try. They don't want to try to have a leader on the team. The news was that the locker room, not the locker room, the practices went that Chris Paul led the second stringers, and they were routinely beating the starters. And despite that, the Clippers aren't starting Chris Paul. That wasn't the role they envisioned for him as a starter. So they didn't do anything to help him. They didn't get anybody. They didn't buy into it. So when both the front office and the players are getting routinely outdone by Chris Paul, and they take it personally like that, it ends in Chris Paul being let go on his retirement tour. And it's the worst. It's one of the worst things I have seen. You can joke about the Doncic trade. You can joke about the injuries. You can say this about LeBron, LeGM. Man, why would you do someone like that? Why would you do Chris Paul like that? Of all people, why Chris Paul? That guy is like a legend in the game. I mean, he's done everything right. He's only wanted to win. He came to the Clippers and really did led that team. He should have made them better, and the Clippers stopped him from making them better. They don't want to win. They don't want to be a competitive organization. And I'm sorry to any Clippers fans out there, but that's just the truth. How could you ever cheer for LA again after this? I don't get it. They're 6-21 this season. They are literally garbage. Bottom of the league. Terrible team. 4th in the Pacific Division. Again, 6-21 overall record. And they're not going to do anything about it at all. They're tied with the Kings right now for worst record in the Pacific. They're both 6-21. It's horrible. The Clippers are on a 5-game losing streak. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know how anybody could have any pride left in that organization right there after what they've done. But, they're going to say, oh, we got Bradley Beal. Oh, we got Bogdanovich. Yeah, we've still got people. They're still contenders. We've got James Harden. No. They've got Kawhi. The Clippers are a joke. I'm sorry to be so critical, but they're a joke. Are you kidding me? No, I've got a lot of things I could say about that, and I'm holding off. But I hate to end it on a sour note, but just, man, if you're a Clippers fan, what are they doing? Why would it, go cheer for any other? No, don't go cheer for any. Don't go cheer for the Lakers. Go cheer for any other team besides the Clippers or the Lakers. Don't support either of them. There are other teams. There are better teams out there. You don't have to be resigned to this torture that is the LA Clippers. Trash organization, dude. Trash franchise. Can't believe that. What a world. I'm hurt for Chris Paul. I know it means a lot coming from me, but I'm hurt for Chris Paul and the way they treated him. I mean, it's disgusting. It's disgusting. But that'll do it for this episode of the show. I wasn't intending to talk about that. I just kind of got reminded of it as I was looking at the NBA schedule. So keep up with that story. Go do your own research on that. It's not fun. It's not fun the way the Clippers treated him. But we're going to be done here. We've been from C&J Sporting Goods, 6604 Northwest 38th Street here in Bethany. Great local business, clothing, accessories, guns and gear and equipment and everything in between. They do it all at C&J Sporting Goods. We got another stop on the Main Street America Facebook Live tour behind me. You can see backpacks. You can see some of the sales. You can see shovels on this side. Those